Dhoni finishes off in style. Well, I've been waiting to say that line for a while, and Dhoni did finish off in style. So nice to see that. We are going to talk all about that game and the rest of the matches here at Timeout with Sports Adda.
Music to my ears. To that first line, Dhoni finishes it off in style.
Well, it's one of the most iconic lines ever in Indian cricket. Uh, and even after his retirement from international cricket, I've been yearning to have Dhoni come and like hit a few sixes and finish off games. Finally, nice to see him bat. For me, MS Dhoni might be a captain and all, but the batting that he displayed always top of mind. But such a clinical performance, Arun. Chennai is like rattling off like that Chennai Express train.
It was the near perfect match. I say near perfect because there was that one catch that was put on off Dhoni. I think if not for that, it would have been almost a perfect match. Everything went to script.
Absolutely. If you can just have a look at the scorecard and run through the game, uh, I mean, it's like you're marching towards a target, and these are like milestones. Hyderabad was one of the milestones. We had predicted one-off game, but here's the scorecard. What do you think about the game?
One-sided, Akhil. There was never a contest in it.
Hmm.
134 was never going to challenge that kind of a Chennai lineup, especially after the openers, went hard. We spoke about them in our preview show, how they
Yeah,
bat aggressively, especially against spin. Uh,
yeah.
Again, 134 was never going to challenge that Chennai lineup. There was a bit of stutter, yes, in the middle when they lost a couple of wickets in quick succession, but
Yeah,
not enough. The minute they went hard
absolutely.
at Rashid Khan, which is something we saw, that match is over.
Correct. And one interesting point, I was almost going to message you while we were watching the game yesterday, is if you see the man of the match yesterday's game, Josh Hazelwood. So another new player wins a man of the match. So the lineup, I've just noted down the names of the players, and it has been Deepak Chahar, Moeen Ali, Faf du Plessis, Ruturaj Gaikwad, Ravinder Jadeja, Dwayne Bravo, and now Josh Hazelwood. So every team member is contributing, and the two big guys, Dhoni and Raina, haven't had to put up their hands yet. So this is the absolute team effort.
Yeah, and here's another player, Akhil, Josh Hazelwood. He's been around for so many. I'm just looking at his career so far. He made his T20 debut in 2009, right? He's only played about 52 T20 games. And look what he does when he arrives in the Chennai camp. It's again, there's something about that captain, there's something about the dressing room atmosphere. Credit to that entire setup.
Absolutely great. So yes, Chennai again sitting right pretty at the top. They'll be just watching and seeing who their opponents are going to be. Yes, here's the points
And
table. So
playoffs,
sitting
here we
right at the
come.
top again.
Playoffs, here we come. Again, last season was an aberration. This season, here we charge. We not only come, we are charging towards the playoff, into the playoffs.
Fantastic. What an achievement for the team, the entire management. I mean, Dhoni obviously is at the forefront of everything on TV, on social media. But hats off to whoever is picking the teams, Arun. So while Stephen Fleming again is a known name to us, but the rest of the India Cements management, hats off to them also for backing the guys that like the way they did.
Exactly my next set of words. What were they called a couple of years ago? Granddad's Army, were they? Dad's Army,
Daddy's Army,
Granddad's
yeah.
Army. Yeah, here they go. First time to book a playoff spot. That's what Chennai is all about.
Okay, lovely. Tough night for their opponents once again. Hyderabad could not show the fight that they wanted, except for Jason Holder, who put up his hand and tried his best, bowled beautifully, if I might add that. So tough night for Hyderabad, more or less. Statistically, also now there. Do you still have that thread, or that thread is now out?
That thread is burnt into thin air, gone, ashes. It's gone.
Yeah, it's
Hyderabad
gone.
cannot make the playoffs anymore. Just not possible. But
Hmm.
disappointing season for them. So much has happened in these last 6 months. they will obviously have to relook at what they're going to do in the next before the next auction, the big auction.
Yeah.
Who do they retain? That's a big question. The Indian talent again is a bit of a question mark. Who has any Indian talent in that lineup? Show them the spark.
True.
Bhuvneshwar Kumar, maybe one option, but anybody else, there's Ridhiman Saha, there's Manish Pandey, there's Abhishek Sharma, Abdul Samad. Has anybody shown or put their hands up and demonstrated that, look, I am your player for the next 3-4 years? The answer right now is no.
Interesting. We should do a post league review for the teams, and we talk a lot about Hyderabad. But I want to quickly get you on to today's game. Punjab, Kolkata. When the matches were happening in India, one of the things that people used to look forward to is the team owners coming to the venue. If you remember the excitement around the team owners of these two teams coming and being cited in the stands was one of the highlights for the fans here in India. But that's not happening currently. People are not at the stadium to see these people. But Punjab Kolkata rivalry has been like existing for a while. What are the numbers looking there like?
It has, but it's a lopsided one again, Akhil. Surprisingly
Hmm.
lopsided one. Look at the head-to-head between these two. I think it's 19-9, correct? Yeah.
Wow.
It's 19-9 in favor of Kolkata. And if you look at another set of numbers, this is, I think, Kolkata's favorite team. They've got more
Wow.
wins against Punjab than against any other team. So
Nice.
this promises to be, a one-sided contest again.
Hmm. Yes, and they won critical games also against the Punjab. I remember the final also they beat Punjab in Punjab's only appearance there. So yes, seems like a favorable team for Kolkata, who again are running on their own train, isn't it? Like Chennai, they are also smoothly gathering pace, gathering momentum. Different players are performing, two spinners doing well. So their pieces are falling into place. Different problems for Punjab though, Arun. We've just seen news that Chris Gayle is also going to be withdrawing from the league. So now they were battling to find a replacement for Mayank Agarwal in the previous match. We don't know about his fitness yet. Now they have to find another replacement for Chris Gayle. So like it's difficult situation for them again.
It is, and they're not getting runs from anybody apart from those top two. You look at their season so far. Who's
Yeah.
got the 50s? It's KL Rahul, it's Mayank Agarwal. There was one Deepak Huda, and look at the
Wow.
rest of the team, Akhil. How disappointing is this? I mean, there are so many good players. There's Chris Gayle there. There's so many good players there, but the runs are just not there to show for. Rest of the team, apart from those three, or you take out KL Rahul and Mayank Agarwal, rest of the team is one half century, and they've played 11 matches already. Again,
Wow.
that's really disappointing.
I mean, these are problems when the team management comes and sits for breakfast. These are typically the problems that you keep addressing in your mind. You keep trying to find solutions, and the league is so difficult around because matches happening every 2 or 3 days back to back. Thankfully, the teams don't have to travel. There are 9 new players at different positions without. So it's very complicated. I can relate to what the Punjab management might be going through in terms of personnel, but. What do they do? I mean, they really are going to be having a tough task against Kolkata. What about their chances? Do you think Punjab now they need to win everything that they are a part of, right? Whatever they play.
It's a logjam, Akhil. Nobody can predict, or I don't see anybody can predict what's going to happen in the next 1 week or so. It's an
Hmm.
absolute logjam. If you look back at the table again, Akhil, look at the
Yeah.
number of teams who tied on the same points.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Bangalore are sitting pretty. Bangalore are one step ahead, if I may say.
Yeah.
So Bangalore are okay, but the rest of the next three teams, which is Kolkata, Mumbai, Punjab, even Rajasthan to a very small extent, are in the
Yeah.
race. But it's going to be a fight to the finish for that fourth spot.
Hmm. So
If
today's
if
game
if
will.
the interesting,
Yeah.
sorry, Akhil, if the interesting thing is that if Punjab can pull one back today,
Hmm.
they will draw level with Kolkata. On both would have played 12 matches, both will be on 10 points. So in an ideal case scenario, that should happen for the tournament.
Yeah, that should happen. That would be like really leaving the the other teams looking at the games and following it closely. The statisticians will also be sitting and looking at the net rate opportunities. What do the teams have
Hmm.
to do? So, fascinating lineup. Again, the league heats up towards the end. Interestingly, if you've seen in the news, the last games which are going to happen on the last day, they're going to be scheduled at the same time, which
Yeah,
is a
will
change
begin
that has happened
concurrently.
this time in the league. So that is an
Yeah.
interesting setup. So you can't really plan for what the other teams are going to do. It's an interesting change.
Yeah, it is a welcome change as well. Just a couple of other things before we wrap.
Yeah.
Contrasting form of the captains, Akil. How good has KL
Mm.
Rahul been? He's motoring along, and how
Mm.
dismal is on Morgan been? Look at these numbers. KL
Mm.
Rahul 10 matches, 10 innings, 422 runs, four half centuries. Morgan, we're talking just the Indian T20 League season, of course, but
Yeah.
Morgan's form is poor. So in the Indian T20 League this season, 10 matches, 107 runs, just over a run a ball, not a single
Mm.
half century, a highest score of 47. So problems there. When
Interesting.
asked about this in the previous game, Morgan said, "As long as my team keeps winning, my form shouldn't be a matter. But now it should become a matter of concern. Now is the
And that's
time when the captain needs to score."
Yes, and this is like a big problem. It's like a big risk teams take, appointing foreign captains, because then you know that in case form like this dips for them, you can't let go of them. You don't have any options left. So they
Hmm.
already have an ex-captain in the team, so I don't see going back to them. And you're right. I mean, this season I think they have to back Morgan and hope that he gets on with one aggressive knock which changes the match for them. If it comes in the playoffs, then fantastic. But you're right. I mean, the numbers that you showed, we saw that with Steve Smith also last season, and we are seeing that with Ewan Morgan, where you have to keep relying on that captain, even if your season is
Hmm.
going awry. So
Hmm.
tough decision for them. Hoping I like Ewan Morgan, spirit of cricket or not, I like him. I hope he scores some runs.
Yeah, let's not talk about spirit of cricket. But I'm going to be watching him closely. He
Hmm.
needs to pull his weight in that team. You can
Yeah.
be, it's not just his runs, Akhil. I had a chat with one of our commentators, English commentators recently. His
Hmm.
captaincy record's been dismal outside of that England setup. We've spoken about this.
We spoke about that.
His team finished last in the men's 100 competition as well. So
Yeah.
question marks about his captaincy as well. But that former cricketer turned commentator believes that Morgan, he needs time to build a culture in the team. Fair enough. That's a fair enough thing. He's more about developing individuals who then contribute to the team. He's not had enough time in this Kolkata setup, is what I learned from that cricketer. But we'll see how it goes. The one player I'm looking forward to today, again a Kolkata boy, a Kolkata man, if I may call it, is Sunil Narayan, his favorite opponent.
Hmm. Well, who isn't his favorite opponents? But you're right. Punjab, he's done even better than what he does against other teams. He seems to have found an appetite for the Punjab food or Punjab opponents. He's really doing so well against them.
So just explaining this, his best bowling figures in the Indian T20 League are against Punjab. His highest score in the Indian T20 League are against Punjab. The most wickets he's picked up against the side in the Indian T20 League are against Punjab. Oh God, I've run out of breath. Most sixes against the team are against Punjab. I don't know if there are any more, but this is sufficient for today. Don't know how many more you will add to that list, those performances, but that's a performance that we should look out for.
So he's in form. He's playing against his favorite opponent. So again, Sunil Narayan, obviously your player to watch out for. Uh, I'm going to be looking for this player again, the young Iyer. Uh,
Hmm.
he's somebody who's performing in each match. He's bowling Yorkers, bowling lens, bowling slower ones, making that impact. Even though Andre Russell couldn't bowl his complete quota, so I'm looking to see what Iyer can do this game again. So clearly, Kolkata for both of us then in today's game.
Yeah, on form, I think Kolkata. I think
Hmm.
Punjab are lacking that confidence. They've
Yeah,
got players, one or two players performing, but as a unit, the players. We're talking about one or two players. Arshdeep who's done well. There's Shami who's actually done well. Uh,
Bishnoi.
Bishnoi done well. So there are players who are doing well, but when it comes to those crucial moments, and we spoke about this in the last game, They're just not there. So
Hmm.
on momentum, on form, on confidence, it's Kolkata for me.
Kolkata for me also, and hopefully if they play well, they get closer to that elusive top four finish. So
Yes, but before we wrap, we've got to see it what they've got. The two teams have got left, and that's a very important thing.
yeah,
Look at the games these two teams have to play for. Kolkata, Akhil, they couldn't have asked for a better
Hmm.
scheduling. They're playing Hyderabad and Rajasthan was seventh and eighth to wrap the league stage. So they look
Yeah,
at their schedule and say, "Wow, okay, easy times Sunday." But for Punjab, they're playing Bangalore, who currently third, have 1 foot in the playoffs, and Chennai, who
yeah.
are top of the table. So Punjab have difficult times for Punjab. They don't want to look at this graphic. They want to just look
Hmm.
at today's match. Let's win today, and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah, follow the process, take it match by match. Don't think, stay in the present, like they call
Stay in the present.
in the interview. So we'll go with that for today. Kolkata for both of us. Looking forward to seeing what the results are, and looking forward to come back here at Time Out with Sports Adda.